Alright, in this video we're going to take a look at some of the Blender basics. Now that you've downloaded it, you'll see when you start it up, you should get a screen something like this. Just click somewhere here once to get rid of the splash screen, and you're going to see your basic layout here. Just to note, I'm using a little add-on here. It'll show my mouse presses and keyboard presses down here, just in case you can't hear or follow along. You're going to see here the Blender. This is called the scene. You'll see up here, scene. You can have multiple scenes, but for now we'll just have one scene, and they give you the default cube sitting in the middle there. This is a 3D world, so you're going to notice that you have red is the x-axis, green is the y-axis, and they don't draw it, but you have height, the z-axis. You can see up here, you have a little axis wheel showing you x, y, and z. So the first thing we're going to talk about is just how to move the camera around. Okay, now easy way using the mouse here is if you press the middle mouse wheel button down and then you drag your mouse left and right, up and down, you can see that that changes the view like that. Just in case you're wondering, that's a light bulb and that's a camera, if you're wondering what those little things are. If you left clicking once, selects items. The mouse wheel button down does that kind of view change. And now if you hold the shift key and the mouse button down at the same time and move the mouse, you can see it translates your view over to the side, right? So no shift key, you're rotating. With the shift key, you're moving back and forth. So that helps you quite a bit. Some extra little commands here to change the view. Mouse wheel rolling. Okay, goes out and in. You might notice that if you go too far out, your stuff disappears. We'll take a look at that in a different video, like why that happens, but don't worry about it from now. Just don't go too far out now. Just so you know, each square is a meter by default. So this cube is like 6 feet tall. So that's why you probably won't need to go too far out, right? Your models can easily just fit in this space. Other things to teach you about the view. You'll see here you have view, and you have viewpoint, and you have top, bottom, front, back, left, right. So for instance, if I go top, it jumps and it's looking straight from the top. You can tell this is looking straight from the top because you're looking straight down on the X and the Y axes. You'll also see here that you're looking straight down the Z. You can obviously do that for the different viewpoints, like look straight from the front, right? And at any point, you can do the thing we did before. You can press the mouse wheel down, and move it around and get back to your ones. You also notice that when I was doing this, if you're on a desktop computer, all of these are hotkeyed to the number pad. So you can press 1, 3, 5, 7 and switch around really quick. So if I'm doing it right here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? You can hop your views around really quickly. If you're not on a desktop with the numpad, you can also do that from here. You can switch your views by clicking on these things. So that's not too bad. And then if you just want to get sort of back to where we were before, just mouse wheel down and rotate a bit, right? So you're always sort of able to get your view right. Just a little side note I'd put in the lesson. If you are working on a laptop and you want better mouse control, go check out the link I put in the lesson that links you to a page that shows you a little option you can do that will set up your laptop so it'll work a little better if you're just using your touchpad, right? Because this program, not so friendly with the touchpad, but there is a little setting you can switch that'll make it a little easier for you. Okay, that's basically the view changes. I'll just show you some other stuff here. This one's going to be a little more advanced for you, and it's going to be very weird way you can set up Blender, but it's the way its windows work. You'll see here I have one main window, but then you also have this sort of like little sub window here. You have another sub window here, and yes, this is another window down here. To make new windows in Blender, if you want to watch two views at the same time, watch where my cursor is going. I can go up to the corner here, and eventually my cursor turns into a little plus sign. When it turns into that plus sign, click, hold, and I'm going to drag, whoops, I didn't go far enough, and I drag left, and it makes a new window. And I can do that again. I could click in this corner. I got a plus sign. I can click, drag down, and you can see it splits the window. So you can actually have views where you say, hey, I want this one to look from the front. I want this one. Whoops, I've got a little thing in my way here. I want this one to look from, the side, and I'd like this one to look from, the back. And so you can actually work on your model in different views. And you can change it if you want. And so this can be useful when you're putting things together, right? Sometimes just looking at one view, it's easier to have multiple views. Now, how do you get rid of these windows once you've made them? It's easy to create tons of windows, and you're like, how do I stop them? The way you destroy them is you drag a window, so just get to the point where you get its little plus sign, and go click, drag, and drag over. But you have to drag over a window of the same size. So this one's going, right over that window. Boom, it neatly kills it. This one here, click, I'll drag down, and it takes that one out, and click, drag over, and I'm back to where I started, right? And this goes for any of the windows that you use. You can do this anywhere in the program. We can split windows, and we can rejoin them. Whoops. It seems a bit weird at first, right? But it's actually pretty efficient. You can make any design layout you want in your program. Anyways, that's changing views. Okay, so basically mouse wheel down and shift mouse wheel down, right? Gets you working.